Okay, we're at the same point we were yesterday. Uh, yeah, yesterday. So I did some testing and put my hand over the carburetor to see if that would conk it out, and it doesn't. It increases the RPMs, so that tells me that I've got too lean a condition, right? Somebody suggested I do that, and yeah, it makes a lot of sense. I could not make this rich by adjusting the mixture screw, right? So I'm like, try to make it richer. No, try to make it richer. No, try to make it. And then, next thing I know, I've got the mixture screw in my hand. They're like, all right, that's bad. That's really bad. So I've got a fuel flow problem, right? So it's either from this point back, which would be clogging the fuel line, which could be a clogged or obstructive filter, or the pump, right? I'm guessing that's not the problem because everything was running fine till I messed with this. So originally, way back when, I was having a problem because the accelerator pump was toast. Actually, it wasn't the toast, it was the passage. Cleared up the passage, and then boom, 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 accelerator pump works, and then it does this dying thing when I put it in gear, or even just as it's warming up and the choke opens up and it gets even leaner, it conks out. So took it apart, cleaned it. It seemed to run a little better. I was actually able to start it. And now it's still doing the same thing. You put it in gear, it just goes, conks out with a very lean condition. So I got a fuel filter to replace. Going to do that just because it can't hurt. And I never replaced the filter because it looked pretty good. And now it's got just a slight bit of schmutz in it. We're like, all right, just eliminate that as a variable. And I'm going to take this apart and clean it again. So while that soaks overnight, I'm going to be looking at exploded views of my carburetor so I can become acquainted with where all the little passages are. Little air passages, little fuel passages, little where gnomes and gremlins go to make things work. Just to make sure that I've got them all clean. I have to, and I think also my cleaning technique needs to be improved, like the testing with air. Blowing air through the passage, I can't tell if I'm getting air through the passage or air's just blowing all over the place. I've got a little tiny hole on my air blower, but I think I'm going to see if I can mix it with a rubber O-ring or something, just so I can get a good seal over the passage I'm testing. And also carburetor cleaner. I've picked up another can of carburetor cleaner. I was being kind of skimpy with it before because I didn't have much in the can and I didn't have a little straw, so it was just stupid. I should have just got a new one, a new can. So anyway, that's where I'm at. Working on her. It's a beautiful day outside, and it kills me that Louise is just sitting in here going, don't want to run. Daddy's a dumbass, doesn't know how to take care of me. So that's what I'm doing. Replace fuel filter, clean the carburetor again. I can get this licked. Carburetors are a mystery box to me, but I'm going to figure it out. And the only way you figure something out like this is, help from people, doing research, paying attention to what you're doing, and for me, most of all, just being patient, which means giving myself permission to screw up and space to do it again, do it over, do it over, do it over. This will be the 5th time I've had the carburetor apart. That's all right. 17th. So I've got a slight OCD streak, not disorder, just, going that way a little bit. And something just rubbed that fur the wrong way. I dumped my cotter pin collection. That's all that was left in the box. So, it won't be enough for me to just, sort of have the sizes distributed. No. The only way it would be acceptable to me is to have all the sizes and the right thing. So that means getting one of each size and then matching them up and putting them in the right bin. Or, actually, I don't have to do that because I've got this handy-dandy little card. So I'll do that. But, yeah, that fell on the floor and oh, crap. That's 45 minutes of work right there. Anyway, on to what I was doing. So before I take this apart, I thought I would show you the accelerator pump in action. Squirt, squirt, squirt. So you hit the gas to compensate for a lean condition. The accelerator pump shoots additional fuel into the car to keep it from cutting out. And that gives you neck-breaking acceleration with the straight six. Good night, carburetor. All tucked into its liquidy bed. All the various parts. Gaskets won't be reused again. Screws laid out in the order that they came out of the carburetor. Next, here's the old one. Not bad. I mean, whatever that is, that's the only thing on the filter. The plastic is a little discolored. This is overspray. But pretty clean. So, not the problem, but doesn't hurt.